Hi, Andrew. Welcome to the Bitch Bible podcast. You've been bamboozled. First of all, please clear those dead flowers, which should be replenished weekly by you. Yes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, please tell the Handy Andy fans, how big of a bitch have I been? Just come here. Don't get nervous and don't try to be funny, because that's not your lane. Why don't you just say, in as few words as possible, LOL, we know you're not going to over embellish, what a bitch I've been recently. Come here. Walk closer. I'm not coming any closer. Okay, so you're going to make your pregnant wife get up and leap? Okay. I'll do something bad. Just on a scale of 1 to 10.
A 12.
How beautiful has my work been?
Extremely.
Like the greatest work of my life. I've never been bitchier. I'm about to turn it up a couple notches, so brace your pear-shaped body. Thank you so much for joining us. A round of applause for Andra Haas. Get out. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. We've turned a corner here. I want to tell you something, because I need everyone to really, really prepare themselves, and I need you to know that this is not like for shtick, for bits, for shtick. I have been the biggest cunt that the Western Hemisphere has ever had the grandiose privilege of experiencing. And it's not even because hormones are raging. It's really not that. It's because I need something to live for, and not my growing family. Gross. And I need a hobby and a sport that doesn't drain my bank accounts. So, I'm off the sauce. I can't have pate, although a little bit. I Googling last night how to make a homemade pate? You betcha, Iris. Also, listeria. We won't talk about it because Aubrey. Actually, Jackie, 1 in 13 fetuses are severely harmed by listeria directly linked to deli meats and pates. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Information is power. Don't you feel powerful? I am coming for your necks, and I will be doing it with a smile and a pep in my step, because Jackie Schimmel is taking no prisoners for the next 6 months. And anything you thought you knew, scary, ominous. Any shrivel of bitchiness you think that I've been presenting to the universe, you've quite literally seen nothing yet. I am popping off in the DMs. I'm not doing basic pleasantries out in the open wild anymore. I have to tell you something. I am so goddamn pleasant out in the open universe. It's disgusting. I'm the type of person that's like apologizing for other people's mistakes. I'm so sorry. I hate to be the pain in the ass. I'm that girl because I'm so plagued with the outside perception that I go out of my way to be like a midi dress wearing lovely gal on the go. But in my real life, when those doors are dead bolted, okay, the demon and the monster, like my greatest gift that I have to share with the universe is like a demon tongue. Like I can cut a stranger to the bone if I feel like it. You know what I mean? It takes nothing. I need no intel. I don't need to know about your family, your history, your IQ, your lineage. I can look up and down a motherfucker and I can read you to filth with no facts. I don't need facts. I just know the pressure points. And it's such a gift that is... it's hard to say it's suppressed because I am screaming at you every single week for 14 years. But like the personalization factor of being able to verbally assault my husband, friends, family members, innocent bystanders, all with just like a really cool, calm, and collected tone is not lost on me. And it is something that I will be exercising as a micro shrivel of free will for the rest of my pregnancy. So if you fuck with me and you think you're clever, or you're being a little snide bitchy bitch, watch your fucking back. You have you have only seen the tip of the iceberg, okay? And if you put your scuba gear on and you see what is hiding below the surface, you'll never sleep again. I don't say this to scare you. I say this to fucking warn you because I'm about to pop off and it means nothing to me. If anything, it regulates the cortisol levels. It doesn't even, I barely get a flicker of the heartbeat. We're not getting rashy. We're not getting rosacea. We're not getting kookadoodle-doo. It actually brings me down. It tethers me. It grounds me. It gives me purpose. So I fucking dare you. I just fucking dare you. Watch and see what happens. It's not going to end well for you. I will go to the depths and trenches of the earth to fuck up somebody's day that fucks up my day. So if you see me power walking through a Home Goods, which I've been frequenting because I saw on TikTok that they had Missoni oversized outdoor towels, beach towels, in like a myriad of different prints and colors, which is exactly what I'm going for as like my little pop, my little homage to Miami or to Italy, shall I say. I have been patrolling. And if there was like a sweet old woman who was maybe grappling on getting herself a festive summer harvest overpriced towel, and she just didn't decide, does she like the pink or does she like the green? I'll take this bitch out because we're moving fast like lightning, okay? I will take a bitch out. What else is new? I do want to kill Andrew. Shocker. Shocker. I dream of I have very, very dark thoughts sometimes. Really dark thoughts. It annoys me when he's too nice to me, because it feels condescending. And then when he even gives me the slightest bit of an like attitude, that even like if a sentence just has just undertones of like eye roll, like I will take something that is like a 0.007 on the Richter scale and I will turn it into like, I'll go DEFCON 4 on his ass. And he's like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, what, does that hurt your feelings? You want me to kick it up a couple notches? He's like, no, you need to calm down. And the calm down, I'm like, Andrew, I'm like, my blood pressure is low. I'm like Edward Cullen. I'm barely fucking breathing. I don't even care. Okay. I'm just filling in the blanks. I'm just having like a dumb fuck ad lib competition with myself because I'm so bored with your like amoeba of a brain cell that I'm just screaming for sport to feel alive, barely alive, because this is so unstimulating, so uninteresting. Bye. And I'm just like I'm like flipping the hair and I'm like, bye. Do you think I give a fuck? I'm carrying your baby. Okay, I can do whatever I want. I pull in today and I have scoured, the depths of Southern California looking for outdoor pool decking materials. Like I said last week, the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers, I think we're going in with a vein in travertine because I just find it to be creamy and like has enough color where it doesn't look like an operating room. Limestone is so 2010. Okay. It's too fucking bright. So we're going vein in travertine. And just to make sure I pick the absolute best vein in travertine, I'm getting a bunch of different samples. I'm laying them out in the backyard and then I put them in the front yard because we're going to start with the backyard. But like while we're at it, if we have a little extra time on the clock, I might also redo the front of the house, which has not been touched. But I just thought if time permits. So I line up all these massive, massive samples, okay? We're not talking little squares. We're not talking little Post-it notes. We're talking 12 by 48, okay? That is, 24 by 48. That's 2 feet by 4 feet. Massive, heavy tiles that are severely contrasting to what we already have on our driveway, which is like brick, okay? So you can't not see them. And I pull in today after sauntering to J. Crew to get some colorful, row adjacent Bermuda gauzy shorts. And little Handy Andy was doing a 3-point turn out of the driveway and he ran all of them over. Whoopsie. I call him and I say, "Hey, Andrew, did you run over all of those tiles that I had in the front of the house that I was just like testing out for color that were on the perimeter of the lawn? Because God forbid I lay them in a centrally located place where even they're so obvious. I mean, they're blaring. They're blaringly obvious, okay? God forbid I set them anywhere in a driving radius of little Andy because he likes to listen to the radio, and then he listens to his mixes, and sometimes after he gets his cappuccino in the morning, he makes his phone calls with his friends, and then he'll listen to Howard Stern, and then sometimes he puts his glasses on and he waves to the neighbors. God forbid he look at the ground in front of him and say, my gorgeous, stunning wife carrying the heir to our family. Okay. Another heir or heiress, shall I say. God forbid we make her life easy after schlepping tiles from Sun Valley and Van Nuys, the depths of the valley in record-breaking heat and fire season. Maybe we make her life a little easier. Okay. And we just kind of look where we're going. But no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles shattered into a million pieces. I said, Andrew, did you not see that I lined up those massive fucking tiles right on the perimeter of the lawn? Mind you, a hop, skip, and a jump from all of the fucking sprinkler heads. That was on purpose. I wanted to see what they looked like wet. And then I wanted to see what they looked like dry. But then I thought, are they going to get ruined in the water? Of course not. It's outside materials. But God forbid I put them a little too inland. Andy will drive over them because he don't pay attention on the roads. Yeah, so we cracked all of them. I said, you know what you're going to do? We're going to go back to all of those tile stores and you're going to write a handwritten apology letter in blood to all of the fine folks that helped me schlep those tiles home, okay? Because now they got to call their vendors and say, this bitch's idiot, dumb fuck husband decided to play Super Mario Kart or Grand Theft Auto and run over all of my fucking materials. I love him. Marriage is fun. Let's focus on things that are bringing me happiness, okay? And hopefully you happiness in the future. So recently I relaunched Andrew's faux Instagram account. And I even, I hate sharing this because it really was a passion project that was just for me for so long. And, eventually I let it slip and it still feels niche enough, close to home. And there's still about, I would say like 17 to 18% of the people that follow him on there have absolutely no idea that it's not him. And whenever I know that Andrew and I are about to, go to any type of like an event or social outing where there's a lot of people we don't know, that's what inspires me to just kick it up a couple more notches. Because in the off chance, in the very likely chance that we meet people that are like, oh my God, what a lovely, sprightly couple. What a nice guy. And then think, I'm going to give him a look-see-loo. And then hop on over to Instagram, type his name in and see the atrocity, the douchiness, the out of character performative nature of his social media presence. Like nothing. Not hearing my little baby's precious first cries. Nothing will ever bring me more joy than the thought, just the hypothetical thought of somebody somewhere checking out Andy's Insta and thinking, wow, what a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? And some people would say, well, doesn't that negatively affect you? You're married. He's your husband. Not at all. I'm perfect. Okay. I'm a star. So I'm a solo entity. I don't find validation in my marriage. I'm my own person. So I stand alone. And if someone perceives him to be weird based on his social media, that makes me happy. Okay. I can separate the art from the artist. My real kink is, the people that Andrew went to college with, grew up with, distant relatives, family friends, his parents' friends that want to just keep in touch and see what's going on with those that cute Haas kid they knew way back when. And they pop on over and they see what's going on, and they'll send, scattered messages of support and encouragement. I got one. Oh my God. I got a DM last night when I was really kicking it up a couple notches. Lots of reposts of Ella Langley and just words of wisdom, all of the things you would expect from a douchey man on social media. Men, I'm going to keep saying this. I think heterosexual men, especially like of a certain age on Instagram that are actively posting, there's no sadder group of human beings. Like literally go work on the railroad, go build something, chop wood, like do something, figure something out. Like, can you imagine if I looked over at Andrew, okay, let's say it's 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, okay, we're about to watch Hacks, and I see he's diddling on his phone, and I looked over and he was captioning a photo, I would never fucking speak to him again. What else? Okay, I posted something. I don't remember what it was. Some self-gratuitous, real something. And one of Andrew's dead parents' friends, okay, that follow him and, don't know it's me, messaged him the following. It was like a pity-riddled words of encouragement. That is my kink. When he gets a message from, Aunt Shirley, who he hasn't seen in 14 years, something like, "Hey, Andrew, glad to see you're doing so well. What a beautiful life you've built. Thinking of you always. Say hi to your sister." Something like that, okay? And I get in bed and I get that gift that in a response to like a stock photo of a Michael Kors watch that says, "One day, every day I'm hustling," with like a Rick Ross soundtrack. When I see a DM like that, it makes all of the trials and tribulations worth it. I will say, you fucking dumb cunts that comment like, "We know it's you, Jackie." Oh my God, you do? Are you Harriet the Spy? Wow. Look at you, sharpshooter. No fucking shit, it's me. I've told you it's me now because you were all ruining it a couple months ago. "Jackie, this must be you." So I told you, I said, "Hey, shut the fuck up. It is me, but don't say that. If you're going to be part of the party, participate. Don't blow it. I've let you in and now you're ruining it. This is why you're stupid. I can't, how stupid?" I say, "Hey, shut the fuck up. I run Andrew's Instagram." Out of the graciousness of my heart, I say, "Yeah, it's me. Shh, let's keep it going. I include you." The C word that I hate so much, community, okay? A community. I let you in, and now you're blowing it for me. You're blowing it. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Okay? For Andrew's elementary school's friend's dad, who's like, "Proud of you, brother." Then I've got some fucking idiot named Trista being like, "Nice work, Jackie." Shut up. Shut up. Ugh. Like, aren't you so smart? Somebody call Yale and get her an honorary degree. Oh, wow, you really broke the Rubik's Cube there. Shut up. You're so smart. Because it's not about being funny, because that's not even funny. You just want to let everybody know that you're in on the joke. You pick me princess. Shut up. Oh, my God. Anyways. Now I'm all upset again. Sorry, I've collected myself. So the point of that was I'm going to Morgan Stewart's house tonight. It is her birthday. She's having a very, very intimate, small, seated dinner party. And, Andrew will be there. We don't know a lot of these people. I'm hoping and praying that some rando, pops on over and it'll just be a Memorial Day treat. Okay. Sorry for looking for things that make me happy because they're so far and few in between. Oh, I want to say something very fucking important. We have talked about nothing. It's been 20 minutes. I've talked about travertine and what else? Basically just screaming. I'm making my way through Summer House. I think I'm approaching season 8. Just finished season 7. Carl and Lindsay just got engaged. Remember a couple episodes when I said that I loved Daniela? I am so sorry for saying that because I now have more clarity on the situation. Maybe my feelings will change again. Okay. And this is the beauty of Bravo and Summer House. I bless her. I bet she's a wonderful person. If I ever meet her face to face, I hope, I never really want to be in a position where I'm mingling with the Bravo celebrities. Most of them, if I'm being totally honest. Did I see Janet? Janet and her victim brunette hair color. We love her so much for it. It feels very intentional. Like all of her choices aesthetically, she looks great. But like the outfits and like that particular shade of brunette is so specific. It's like a meek, demure, mousy, like victim. It's victim brunette is what it is. It's got no shine. It's got no vibrance. It's very strategic. I see it. I kind of like what she's doing there. It's to the untrained, naked, uninformed dunce of an eye, you would not know that was an intentional choice. You would think maybe she just went to, a bad salon on Ventura Boulevard. But I know what's happening. That is her non-threatening, mousy, meek girl brunette hair. It's very like, poor me. Poor me. I'm not even wearing lip gloss. I saw her at a restaurant maybe like a couple months ago, and the way that my whole body like fell out of my vagina, because I was like, I've had some strong words. And those people on the Valley, like they're looking and they're consuming any type of online digital discourse about them. And we made like awkward eye contact. And then I just slipped right out. I was like, gotta go. And I'm like, why am I at a restaurant where, no offense, why am I dining in the same place that Janet from the Valley is like frequenting? It was Craig's. And to be fair, like I'm not a Craig's girl because I'm cool and I love myself and I've, been around the block, but like that buffalo chicken pizza, guys, I'm not like there in the after hours, like rubbing elbows. I'm not like, whatever. But like once in a while, I do really have to get that buffalo chicken pizza. It is the sleeper hit of the Craig's menu. And, we're not getting crazy, but like a martini and a buffalo chicken pizza before a party. That's what I was doing. Really fucking hit the spot. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh my God. Okay, we're back. Daniela from Summer House. I fucking hate her. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. Okay, we're going turbo. I'm sorry. I'm pregnant. Don't be mad at the pregnant girl. Also, how hilarious that I had to like piggyback off of Alex Cooper's pregnancy announcement. I did text her and I was like, first of all, you hijacked my announcement weekend. Okay, I'm booked at Miramar Beach and I was going to do like a cute little picture on the beach with my bump. That didn't work. And I had pre-recorded my episode for Tuesday, which everyone loved, by the way. Thank you so much. I listened and I was like, is this significantly better than anything else? I don't think so. I wouldn't put it in the top 10, but people really enjoyed that episode. Go figure. And I had already like said that I was pregnant on the episode and I was gone for the weekend up until Monday. So I didn't have time to record anything else. And so I like kind of had to come out with it. And it's a real tacky move. Like she announces and then 24 hours later, I'm like, enough about her. It's about me now. But anyways, excited for her, not so excited for me. And that was hilarious. I hate Daniela. I hate her. The way that she wept and created this whole scene. First of all, she wasn't supportive of Lindsay and Carl. It wasn't that they were moving too fast. It wasn't coming from a place of concern. It kind of felt like coming from a place of jealousy, and it wasn't supportive. It wasn't like, listen, I love you. I love him. You are two of my best friends. I'm just worried that you guys are rushing things. And it wasn't coming from that place. It was like irritated that she wasn't involved. It's a very weird dynamic to watch play out. It felt jealous. She was comparing. She made a lot of comparisons between her and her boyfriend and Carl and Lindsay. And it's just moving so fast and talking about their rent. Like, I thought it was icky and gross. And then her response, making the whole engagement about her hysterically crying that she couldn't believe that she wasn't privy to it. Bottle that shit up. You're a grown ass woman in your mid 30s. Yeah, they didn't. Why the fuck would they tell you that they're getting engaged when you have been openly non-supportive of the pace of their relationship in a non-supportive way, like in a very eye roll adjacent way? Why the fuck would they come to you and share that? And then on top of everything else, you couldn't even muster up the self-control to give your friends a hug and say, I'm so excited for you, and then shelf it and call your friend Lindsay a week later and just be like, it really hurt my feelings that I had no idea this was going on. This is such a big life moment. And like, I would have been so happy to like help set up or anything. Even then, you're a mid 30s adult. Who the fuck cares? Focus on you and your chef boyfriend. What the fuck? I literally do not get it. I could never even slightly understand. Her and her boyfriend moved in after 2 fucking months. Also, Carl and Lindsay were best friends for years and years and years and years. It's none of your business, the pace or the cadence at which they chose to navigate their relationship. And you crying, okay, in a monokini about not being involved. Nobody fucking owes you that. Nobody owes you that. You also hooked up with Carl. Like, that infuriated me. I have hateful thoughts. It's just like, I don't even know how to categorize that type of behavior. It's so sophomoric. It's so self-involved. It's such pussy ass shit. It's weird, vaginal pussy ass shit. Okay. And I use the term vaginal usually as a compliment, and don't even try to fucking come for me saying, why would you ever call someone a pussy? Okay. That's so condescending to women. That's so, no, you dumb fuck. Pussy comes from the term pusillanimous, which means cowardly. It has no correlation to female genitalia, actually. So if you want to tussle with a tiger, put a helmet on, because I'm coming for your fucking skull. Mine says 666 on it. Do you want to play? You won't find it because I put my hair extensions back in. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I had to record this episode in 2 separate sittings because I'm a woman on the go with extreme heartburn. So today is Memorial Day. You know, when I think about Memorial Day, I think about America. And when I think about America, I think about Jessica Simpson. She's on tour, which I just saw this morning. I mean, the best thing to wake up to is to hit that Instagram. Don't you love the people that are like, I just sit and like think about things I'm grateful for and meditate? Not this girl. I dropped my phone on my face 6 times before 6:38 a.m. Okay. And it invigorates me and it resets my circadian rhythm, whatever. I saw Jessica Simpson. I don't know if she was in Tulsa or buttfuck anywhere. I don't know. But she's got her rock star combat boots on. And I live close to Jessica Simpson, and I've seen her out in the wild so many times. And this bitch is always in a 6-inch platform combat boot and a smoky eye, okay? With hair extensions down to her labia. And she's got this, I mean, we just don't fucking deserve her. She's got this whimsical scarf tied around her microphone, okay, which I'm gonna start doing. Hold for next week when I have a scarf wrapped around this fucking microphone, and she's just rocking out with her cock out, and she's a rock star. She's like a Walmart Stevie Nicks, okay, that just rolled out of the nearest trailer park, and we love her for it, okay? And she doesn't need to be doing this. She doesn't need to be doing this. Can I tell you, I'm not a religious person, but a friend of mine lived in Jessica Simpson's house, okay, and was able to maintain to perfection Jessica Simpson's glam room And when I stepped foot in it, and it was like all original, okay? My friend had redone the house. Like nothing really looked the same as when Jessica Simpson lived there, allegedly. I mean, I was not there when Jessica Simpson lived there, but like mentally always. And this was like the house she bought after breaking up with Nick Lachey, okay? And this was like her independence house. This was boots are made for walking, Jessica. And the way that my friend was able to really just preserve the natural state of Jessica Simpson's glam room. When I walked in there, I got a full body chill. It still had like the crystal chandelier, the mirror. And when I walked in there, I mean, I got ice cold. It was like a poltergeist entered my body. And all I wanted to do was roll around in like her edible body powder and just get like sticky with the whipped cream lotion and put on a pair of Jessica Simpson platforms and lick the ground. I couldn't believe it to be able to observe that level of history. Like I never need to go to Coco Chanel's apartment in Paris. Who needs it? I got to go to Jessica Simpson's post newlyweds divorce glam room, preserved to perfection. And for that, we say thank you, Jessica Simpson. Where was I going with this? I get on a bender, I get on a roll, and then I never know where I'm going with something. And a 5, 6, 7, 8, Jessica Simpson, we're back. So Nick Lachey did a shady little interview. By the way that I would dick punch Nick Lachey, I can't. He, to me, Derek Huff and Nick Lachey live in the same townhome. They're like at a duplex of disdain in my brain. I just made that up. It rhymed perfectly. It's so metaphorical. It's so poetic. You sluts don't deserve me. Okay. I am operating on all cylinders. Wow. It is going to be a very, very long 5.5 to 6 months. Okay. I hate Nick Lachey. I don't know why. He has chiseled mashed potato face, which is just a variation. Mashed potato face, if you're new here, is a doughy white boy that looks like they belong to a fraternity in a, football heavy college. I don't know how to explain it. They look like they wear button downs and they had pinwheels at their birthday parties growing up. They just look like a little too grass-fed. No, not grass-fed. Grass-fed's a good thing. They look like they drink whole milk. Like just like a white guy. You know what I mean? And do you know how many times people have been reminding me, Jackie, you're white. And it's something that I carry with me and I battle every day. Me and Andrew, there will be a gender reveal coming shortly, but Andrew and I have been like thinking about names, and we have a bunch of like friends and family members that are just sending a lot of contributions and ideas, which is like a terrible thing, by the way. It's my own fault. I've opened the floodgates, but not to everyone, but to people like I love and I trust. And I'm getting a lot of name suggestions. And my response to 99.8% of them is, that's too white. It's too white. It's too white. It's too Caucasian. It's way too Caucasian. It's way too Caucasian. And the amount of people that are like, hey, Jackie, just a hot tip and a trick, you're Caucasian. I said, yeah, I know, but I don't like to lead with it, okay? I'm trying not to lead with it. I don't want a doughy little dweeb, okay? What was I saying? Mashed potato face can go both genders, by the way. I find it more dominant in the male species, but Nick Lachey has what we call chiseled mashed potato face. And you can add a jawline, you can add a strong nose, or just any strong facial feature and a tattoo and a bicep. But when you strip him back down, he's made of mashed potatoes. And if you don't understand, I can't explain this to you. So Nick Lachey did an interview, and he's always bringing up Jessica Simpson because it's quite literally the most interesting thing about him. And he said that he ran into her recently and casually mentioned that she was sitting in first class while her 3 children were sitting in economy. And this got a lot of backlash. As we know, Jessica Simpson is, a billionaire, and why are her children sitting in economy? I would like to go on the defense of Jessica Simpson. I see nothing wrong with this. I plan on doing the exact same thing. Humble brag. We are taking Clyde to Nashville for a concert for his birthday, and we were booking flights, and they were so obscenely expensive on these dates. And I thought, am I going to put that little fucker, especially to Nashville, like the seats, you don't get a TV regardless. You're not getting a meal and you're not getting a TV. And I thought, am I going to spend the equivalent of a Bottega Veneta Jody bag to fly my bitch ass son to Nashville on his third birthday, or am I going to stick him in premium economy with the people? And I said, Andrew, we're flying premium economy. He was shook to his core because Andrew's a bitch ass. But I thought, no, we're not doing that. So that was just my roundabout way of telling you that I'm flying premium economy. Thank you very much. Just like so grounded. Now I've already requested my upgrade because I've got miles for days and status, but I didn't tell Andrew that because if I get upgraded, I will sayonara to those bros and be like slow sipping a mocktail, having a cheese plate, pretending like I don't even fucking know them. But the point of that really is that the children should fly economy. And, if I'm a hypocrite in a few years, I'm a hypocrite in a few years. But my parents put me basically in cargo. We didn't travel a lot, granted. I went to Hawaii twice as I flexed a few weeks ago, but we were never really on airplanes. But in the off chance that we were, my mother would have had us do a 2-for-1 lavatory buckled onto the toilet seat. Like she would have put us with the luggage if at all possible. And it builds character. It builds community. As soon as Clyde is of an age where he can tend to himself and babysit his sibling, I will be putting those bitches in economy, and I will be sitting pretty at the front of the plane where I fucking belong. So I saw no problem with it. Jessica Simpson clarified that her mother had hosted a trip to Hawaii and taken care of everything, and she booked the flights and she put the kinder in economy, which I don't think even needed to be said. I wish Jessica Simpson just put on her combat boots and took her scarf-clad microphone and said, yeah, they're sitting in economy. Are they going to be okay? Like, oh my God, the trauma, the therapy bills. You should be so lucky to be headed to Hawaii. How dare you? Like, get over it. We're raising a bunch of pussies is what's happening. They should be in economy. How many miles have they accrued? Okay. Like I said, I've been saying this a lot with Andrew, because I get like on these weird little benders, and it's not that I'm trying to fight the times or live antiquatedly. It's that I'm really trying to preserve a level of naivete and not even innocence, of understanding within my family dynamic that nobody is entitled to anything. Because I meet a lot of these kids and I know how they turn out. I know what happens when they grow up, when you feel so entitled or used to means of privilege, to traveling a certain way, to living a certain way. It's not acceptable. These people grow up to be fucking entitled assholes, and it's not going to work moving forward. The aliens are coming. So in an attempt to preserve some work ethic and sense of normalcy, like I say all the time, I'm not going to get Clyde like a luxury vehicle. It wouldn't matter if I was a billionaire. Under no circumstances am I getting my son like a luxury vehicle. We're talking bare bones. If he's a big car guy, I love that. What if he's into cars? Andrew said. I said, what if he's into cars? Great. Go get a Formula One magazine and fuck all the way off. Should we get him a Lambo? Absolutely not. Now, whatever he can save, if he wants to drive a matte black micro dick G-Wagon and he saves up $185,000 for a base model, then he can whip and nay through the streets. But I sure as fuck wouldn't put one dime into a luxury vehicle of that nature. Like, there's no fucking way. And I see these kids. I saw a kid. I was having a turkey sandwich. Oh my God, the Listeria police. Send them over to my house. I still eat deli meats, okay? And if you send me a fucking DM about the selfishness of like the risk of listeria and why would you risk? Why don't you focus on your own buck-toothed bitches and stop focusing on my fetus, okay? Don't fucking go. I will slice and dice you. I will find the source of listeria. I will drive to your fucking house and I'll rub it all over your mail. Okay, so you get fucking listeria. Shut the fuck up. Freudian slip. So I was eating my turkey sandwich, painful admission, and I look over and there's a 16-year-old boy with a brand new fucking G-Wagon. And it took everything in me not to key his car because I just thought that was the most ridiculous thing. I see it everywhere now. It revolts me and it scares me. Same thing with the iPhone. Andrew's like, we're going to have to go with the times. What's going to happen when his friends have the iPads and the this? I'm going to say, yo, bitch. Hey, Clyde, if you can save, like, you're getting a fucking Sprint flip phone. I have an old Nokia. By the way, I went on eBay. I did a whole presentation on this with Andrew. I was like, we're going to find him a non-smartphone. And when he saves enough money and he has the, retail price and a piggy bank for an iPhone because he's not using any of my line upgrades. When he can go save enough money to buy an iPhone and Apple Care and a data plan and pay for his Uber or whatever to get to Verizon Wireless and open an account, he can have whatever he wants. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. If he pays for it, go off, sis. But until then, I'm the boss. And I say to him even now, he doesn't have an iPad when he sees kids at the restaurant with the iPads and he's like, Clyde wants that. I said, no. And he goes, why? I said, because iPad kids are weird. And I know that's not a great thing to say on a microphone. They're not all weird. Clyde doesn't need an iPad. Some kids need iPads. We've made it this far. We're good. Okay. I am an iPad. Should we cut that? By the way, of all the things I said faggot 8 times in an episode a year ago, and I'm worried about talking shit about iPad kids. We're good. It's fine. It's the hormones. I just Googled what's going on in pop culture. And I guess Shrek had its 25-year anniversary. Who fucking cares? Also, Jacob Elordi and Kendall Jenner were seen in Summerland. Okay, Montecito adjacent. What a cute cup. I mean, obviously, they're both gorgeous. They're both hot. Their bag collections are insane. Yeah, I don't want to hear Kendall Jenner talk about what a tomboy she is or how nerdy she is anymore. Because when you're walking around with that body and that face and that boyfriend, let's just dial it back. There's something, I've said this for so many years. When a girl professes to be nerdy, it's my favorite thing. I love it so much. Like, how do you even explain it? When an objectively gorgeous person is like, I'm just a nerd. Like, there's nothing more annoying than that. Or when she's like, I'm just like not into makeup. I love horses. I'm a nerd. Like, honestly, I'm just like a total introvert, like homebody. Like, you'll find me on a Saturday night, like just in my cozies, like watching a movie, having popcorn, playing board games. I love to paint, like all of that, like the tropes of the nerdy hot girl. Oh, they tickle me. Jackie, what do you like to do on a Saturday? Well, in my regular life, I like to slam a couple ice cold fucking violently shaken martinis. I like to go to dinner at 6:30 or order in. Sometimes, usually when the acid reflux isn't popping, like we do like this really good Indian food or we'll do sushi or whatever. By 8:30, I'm strategizing how to pick an argument with my husband. And then I pop a Unison by 9 after watching, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours of reality television reruns, and then I foam at the mouth. I wake up, I do it all over again. Okay. I like to talk shit about people. I like to go to steakhouses, early geriatric hour, slam martinis. If I have a caviar and a potato chip as an appetizer, I like to take my bra off. I like to do a full slippery skincare routine. I like to light all the candles. I like to be alone. Me and Andrew exercise quiet hours. And by me and Andrew, I mean just me. I try not to talk to anyone for like an hour and a half. Then once the vodka has settled into my bloodstream and my veins and I'm feeling spicy and sexy and alive, I'll start a polarizing conversation with either my friends or my husband, see where the night takes us. And that's what I'm doing on my Saturday nights. I'm not cozying up with a good book. It makes me giggle. I love it. I love her for trying. I love all objectively hot girls for trying. It's like the Olivia Jade does the same thing. Like, I'm really shy. Okay, you're standing in front of a ring light. So I'm going to need to, let's deep dive that. Let's psychoanalyze it. Anyone who goes on camera on your iPhone and then uploads a video of you talking about how shy you are, you ain't that fucking shy. You're not that fucking shy. And it's okay. Why is shy cool? I've never been shy a day in my life. I don't think it's something to, you know what it is? It's not even that it's pick me. Okay, because I could do a whole episode on the pick me thing because I don't even really understand what that means. What is a pick me girl? A pick me girl is someone who's like not like other girls. Like that's the vibe. Okay, great. Or you're not like a girl's girl. I don't know. I don't know what it means, and I don't fucking care. I just think it's interesting that the go-to adjectives for being like relatable and sexy and mysterious are like, I'm shy, I'm introverted, I'm a nerd, I don't really watch TV, I'm a tomboy. I've always like been one of the guys, like just like that whole thing. Love it. I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, like I said, not a lot of like pop culture celebrity news happenings, thank God, this week. But this is my favorite headline from the New York Post. Forget the Met Gala, it's Melanoma Monday. Oh my God, that's the best headline I've ever seen in my life. Forget the Met Gala. It's Melanoma Monday. How your outfit choice can up your risk of getting cancer. I mean, we have to cover this. This is important journalism. Okay, this was published actually on Met Gala Monday, which makes it even better. Okay. While fashion fans all know the first Monday in May is when stars strut the red carpet of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute Gala, the medical community knows it better as Melanoma Monday, marking the start of Skin Cancer Awareness Month. I did not get that Google alert, okay? My dad had a melanoma. Do I have to do the caveat where I like now tell you all the people that I know that died from cancer? I'm not going to do it. As summer's right around the corner with sunnier days ahead, this isn't going to fare well. It's important to take a look at how our wardrobe choices can affect cancer risk. Thanks, New York Post. That's great. Basically, it's saying wear more clothes, cover your body, and wear sunscreen. Though you may gravitate towards linens and cotton in the warmer, sunnier months, these materials aren't the best for sun protection. Instead, Lynn says, who the fuck's Lynn? We should reach for fabrics like polyester, nylon, merino wool, denim, and corduroy. And while crochet, lace, and mesh are trendy for festivals and beach days, they also allow for UV rays to penetrate through the larger holes in between the fabric fibers, risking melanoma and skin cancer. Lynn's a buzzkill, I'll tell you that much. A big old buzzkill. But don't be afraid to don your shiniest silks to your next summer soiree, as lustrous fabrics can potentially reflect radiation during outdoor events. I mean, we've really lost the plot. We're going to move on, but just write that down and don't forget it. Oh my God, wait. Did I tell you that 6.5 minutes ago while I was recording, I got an alert that there's a bear loose in my neighborhood? Okay, it's Memorial Day. It's 10:12 a.m. and there's a fucking bear roaming my neighborhood right now. What do we do? Are bears even dangerous? I feel like bears are so cute. I know this is delusional, but I really always feel like I'd be able to take down a wild animal. We have mountain lions, and comparatively speaking, I feel like bears aren't that scary, spooky scary. I don't know. Aren't they like sweet? Am I thinking of like Paddington Bear? Unless they have like a bear cub with them, but I'm not trying to fuck with a bear. What do we do? Put our hands up and walk backwards? I'm not a wilderness person. You know what I mean? I was with some friends yesterday and they were saying, oh, has Clyde gone camping? And I said, no. And they're like, you should take Clyde camping. I feel like he'd love it. And I'm like, I don't think he would love it. And they're like, no, all kids love it. And then I really started to think, I said, I don't know if Clyde's built for camping. And maybe I'm projecting because when I tell you, I would rather go to a prison camp than go camping. Like, I'm just like, what do? You set up a tent. Okay, let's workshop this. And then I'm going to shut the fuck up and just lay in the middle of the street. So you pack a tent, and then do you bring a cooler of all your things? And then do you have to bring like a hot plate, or is there no electricity? Do you have to build a fire, and then we're making hot dogs over the fire? Do you have to bring all your own food? But then what about the bears? Do you have to get like an igloo like cooler with like a deadbolt? What's happening? And then you set up sleeping bags. And then what do you do when you camp really? You just experience nature. So you like sit outside, you go on hikes, you bathe in the river. That's not for me. And where does one even go camping? Do you need a permit to go camping? Where do you pee? Where do you poo? Do you do it in a hole? And then do you cover it? That feels like littering. I don't know. It's never going to happen, but a girl can dream. Oh, last news story of the day. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift went to a basketball game. Woohoo! Who cares? People are giving Travis Kelce like lots of backlash on being like cringe while he was chugging his beer and being obnoxious. Bros be broin, okay? I barely blinked when I saw that. Like, anyone who's married to a heterosexual broski bro, which unfortunately I am, mine is disguised in like a cool, calm, collected exterior. But at the end of the day, Andrew is a bro. And it's unfortunate, but like, in theory, he's like a music producer. He's artistic. He's creative. He's, somewhat worldly and cultured. But you put him in front of a television or at a sporting event, and he's like, knuckin' if you buck. You know what I mean? He's like, come on, pussies. Like something comes over his body. That's why I can't go to sporting events with him, because I'm so alarmed. He becomes this just like frat rat broski, you know what I mean? And I see it happening so often. We were at a birthday party or a birthday dinner, I should say, on Friday, and like we didn't know a lot of the people, and you give that man like a couple tequilas and a cigar, and he's bro. He's like, no, like you don't fucking understand LeBron, and he starts talking about basketball. He starts getting really animated. I look at him and I go, hey Andy, it's time to go night. You need to put your pregnant saint of a wife down. You know what else I said to him? Because I've been looking pretty busted lately. Like, I have to let the tits, like my shoulder indentations from just these big old tits, which are just the National Geographic at this point. At the end of the day, is like, I need to strip down. My hair needs to be like loose, and my tits need to be down to my ankles. And I put my pajamas on, and everything is just like big and engorged and disgusting and veiny. And it is what it is. I'm carrying life, okay? I'm carrying a precious little miracle. But I looked at Andrew last night and I was like, here's what, okay? And he always, by the way, he's like, you've never looked more beautiful, which is a fucking lie, which upsets me, because I'm like, now we can't trust you. You're untrustworthy. You're lying to me. I understand that you're trying to make me feel beautiful and comfortable, but guess what? The jig is up. I love my insides and my hard wiring. Externally, it's not great right now, but I've got a consultation with a top doctor in the next month because he books out and we're looking to get creative. I need something to live for. And I said to him, I go, you should enjoy this time now. This is all a lie, by the way, but this is psychological warfare. I looked at him, I said, by the way, looking as busted as ever, okay? I said, you should enjoy this moment in time, because only for the next 5-6 months, like, I'm going to be less attractive than I usually am. So I'm kind of like evening the playing field so you feel more worthy of getting to be married to me, because aesthetically I'm like slightly lowering my usual caliber. So I'm just barely more in your league. So I would take the opportunity to really just appreciate this moment in time of me being like kind of more on your level, because I'm not looking so good. But come a year from now, once all the surgery has set in and I am as snatched and lifted and toned and sculpted as I've ever fucking been, with a forehead that Christina Yamaguchi and Tara Lipinski could only fucking dream of skating on, I will be more out of your league than I've ever fucking been. So I would just cherish this time. And he said, Thank you, baby. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Give me 5 stars on iTunes. Give me 5 stars on Spotify. Love you. Goodbye.
Hi there, it's Becca Tobin. I am currently the mother of a 4-year-old, which means I have been through it, but I still have questions and maybe even a few answers. From surrogacy to toddler chaos, I have learned a lot and also not nearly enough. That's why I decided to launch Baby Gang, a 6-part series from the Lady Gang, where I'm getting real about fertility, parenting, and all the stuff nobody actually tells you. I'm bringing in some experts for the tough stuff and some other celeb moms and friends for parenting survival stuff. It's honest, it's messy, it's emotional, and yes, we are definitely laughing through it. Because whether you're in it, thinking about it, or just curious, we've got you. So join the Baby Gang wherever you get your podcasts.
At first, I didn't think it was real. I woke up to this blinding light, and I was transported to another place. Pluto TV. Then I heard a voice.
Come with me if you want to live.
There were thousands of movies and shows, and they were all free.
The truth is ours.
It's just so beautiful.
On Pluto TV, free streaming of Terminator 2, Fringe, Arrow, The 100, and The X-Files may cause excitement, loss of sleep, and sudden belief in extraterrestrials. No credit cards or alien encounters necessary. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.